what you should do when the old habits are breaking through. So I know that you may have made some progress in some areas of your life, but usually you have a kind of streak. You go up, the curve is going up, but eventually you sink down a little bit. You sink down a little bit, or you stay on the same level for a specific kind of time, let's say for 1 week or for 2 weeks, doesn't really matter. But if you really think about it, this does really matter. Like, this is the stage, this plateau, or this small kind of gap, this small kind of fall down. This counts a lot in your life, in your self-improvement journey. Let's say that you are in this kind of situation where you're like not progressing anymore, or you're progressing back, actually, like from the level you are currently on, or you're at the level you begin to like walking the stairs back up again. And now I have some like recommendations what to do, because this is the essence of my channel. Like, I'm speaking about pushing through the pain, and pushing through the pain is explicitly for this kind of situation. Like, I try to adapt, I try to find a system for especially these kind of plateaus, for especially this kind of situation where you progress, you're motivated, you're euphoric, the dopamine is like rushing through your brain, but eventually like something unexpected happens. It can be everything. Like, life is like it prepares some bad things for you. Like, something could happen that like slingshot you out of the current lane you are currently on. And the mindset is really important. The consciousness, it's really about the consciousness. You have to actually think, you have to engage in your brain. You have to brutally engage in your brain, where you say to your brain, okay, I registrate this, I understand where I am currently. I understand that I'm going down right now. If you're not knowing that you're going down right now, if you're not knowing about this kind of curve where you progress, you're falling down a little bit, and you have this kind of plateau, and then it's going up again. If you're not conscious in this kind of development, if you're not like understanding that you're in an ambivalent state right now, where you like have to push through, you have to tell yourself, okay, I need to push through that, I need to push through this kind of pain. This is everything. I think this is really the essence to get through this kind of stages. There's not really much that you can do about them, like doing even more hours of work, or even doing even more kind of deep work, or changing your method, or like this kind of method changing, this kind of system changing. This will like completely push you, like throw you out of the window. It distracts. It actually distracts your learning curve completely. If you're like, this is the stage where people think, okay, like my previous attempts, my previous approaches like are completely false. Like, my previous approaches are worth nothing. They are not working. Like, throw them out, put them in the trash. We need something else. This is the point where a lot of people like actually believe that kind of thing, and changing their method and changing to a complete new system, and have to adapt to a complete new system. Like, actually what you're doing is throwing everything you did away and beginning by zero once again. This is the most bad thing you could ever do. When you're in this kind of stage, think about it. Like, accept this. Accept the fact. Just accept the fact. And sit down and do nothing about it. Do nothing about it. Just wait. Just wait. Like, this is such a dumb ass advice. It's really the dumbest advice that I have ever given in my complete life. But it's also in the same way the essence of this channel. Pushing through the pain is exactly this. You have to wait, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to like, and you have and you have to believe in your in your previous approaches. You have to actually trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trusting your intuition can be brutally hard, because you're almost like growing out of your previous comfort zones. If you are breaking through a comfort zone level, like first you like watch porn all day, you played video games all day long, and then you slowly began to understand what you're doing and slowly beginning to integrate some habits into your daily life, and then you noticed, okay, fuck, like the life that I was living, it was like super easy. I didn't have to like do anything, and it was like working out perfectly. And then you're noticing after some time, okay, I have to like really like putting a lot of effort into, but your body cannot like adapt from morning to evening. It takes some time. The muscles take some time to grow, and these stages where your muscles are growing, these are this kind of plateaus and the kind of falling downs. Like these are the kind of breaks where you have to like really breathe in. Like really breathe in and like settle down a little bit, and then go like make more work. And don't expect your work to go like this or something. Your work is like, it's like this, and then it goes down, and then it slowly goes up again. It depends on the person and depends on how much hours you put in. And if you are putting in less amount of hours, then the learning curve is even more like linear and not like exceptional, like grading up in a stupid short amount of time where you're like literally blowing up or something. When you blow up, you learn nothing. Like it's just a like kind of lucky version, and then you like fall down immediately and pretty hardly sometimes. Maybe, I don't even know. Ask someone else for this kind of advice about this. But if you're like wanting a controlled life, when you like want to have a life where you can expect something and like actually prepare yourself for something, to work with this and reuse the products you have made, like this kind of evaluation, it takes a lot of time, and therefore a normal learning curve, a normal success curve is like more valuable than this kind of stupid blow up curves. A lot of people think that a lot of people put in a lot of like hype about this kind of learning curves, but I think it depends highly on the personality. If you're a highly extrovertic, super energetic personality, if you have this kind of clown, if they have this kind of humoristic personality where you adapt perfectly to the social media platforms and are perfectly depicted for the overall mass, then I think a kind of blow learning curve is more for you. But if you want to structure more, then this exactly. So I think you know what I mean. This is my topic about how to like push through and how to like accept your plateaus and the old habits that are breaking through, and yeah, getting actually conscious about it and thinking about it, and actually getting conscious about it and just wait and just settle a little bit down, and yes, and work off, and not to think you have to like, and not think you are not valuable enough or something, like you are not enough because this kind of plateau had happened.